OK， 这里是非洲之心在史瓦济兰的迦南计划的一个大门口。从这里进去呢，就是整个迦南计划的整个大园地。这个地方呢，大概有将近10平方公里的一个范围。那这未来是儿童之家的一个地方，还有农场。那这个农场呢，将会种植蔬菜，以及养鸡，还有养鱼，然后供应给这个孤儿院的院童的所需。那另外呢，也可以再把这个东西呢贩卖出去，以支持这个儿童之家。我们现在看到的地方呢，是在迦南计划里面呢，第二个这个天然的一个蓄水池那这个蓄水池目前呢都没有半滴水，整个季节是非常干枯那现在是呢干枯了已经好几个月了那平常的时候呢，如果雨季来临的时候，这个地方还可以储存了一点点的水。那但是呢，还是不够这个整个园区的一个灌溉，所以说呢，原则上我们希望从这个山顶上的2座瀑布，把这个水呢拦截起来，然后透过这个将近8公里的一个水管呢，把这个水输送到这个水池来，然后呢，以让整个园区的一个农作物的一个灌溉能够非常非常的不间断能够顺利。现在是非常的干枯。
Farm manager's building here.
Yes.
Dam 1 and Dam 2 are right in here.
Yes.
And then we're going to go from here all the way up to here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go along here, down through here to a waterfall that's here. And what we want to do is we want to bring water from this area here all the way down to here.
Yeah.
So if you look up across the tower at the very top,
Yes.
it's in that area that we want to bring the water down.
Yeah.
And that tower is right here
Okay.
on the property.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So if you look at this fence goes straight down. That's this fence here. It goes straight down like this. So at Project Canaan, you can see the farmhouse.
Yeah.
That's the that's Project Canaan, and that's down in this area here.
Yeah.
So we're up here.
Yeah.
We're coming down to here. So that's where we need the water, down there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you turn around and come up here, These are natural springs where the green area is.
Oh.
And the water comes out almost at the tower, at the very top.
Yeah.
And it flows down and it feeds all these trees. So there's a natural spring there.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the next crest, there's another natural spring.
Oh.
And these flow, this one flows down and it goes down and it flows off the property this way.
Yeah. So now is the drain.
The plan is to divert the water
Oh.
from the springs to come over here and flow down to the farm down there.
Yeah.
And that will generate enough water for us to water all of our fields.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also 1,150 meters up here. It's 450 meters above sea level down there. So a 700-meter drop.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to generate electricity to power electricity on the way down as well.
Mm-hmm.
So two purposes: to water all of our crops and to generate electricity for our farm, as well as for the surrounding community.
Yes.
So our next stop will be going over these springs flow into a waterfall, and right now it's a very, very dry, and the waterfall is still flowing.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll go down and we'll show you the waterfall next.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go down and we'll see how much water. You can come over and take a look. To the waterfall at Project Canaan. This waterfall is year-round. The water flows over year-round. We're in the middle of a drought, a 10-year drought. It happens every 10 years or so. There's now at the top of the mountain. The tower, the cell tower that's on the very top is here.
这个地方是迦南计划的一个最高点。我们现在在这个迦南计划里面呢，这是在从最高点，然后这是要回到农场的一半的路上。从这里我们可以看到这个远方的房子的地方就是我们的农场。那这一片土地呢，我们刚刚看了有2座的瀑布。那现在我们在这个地方是中间点，我们看到的那个远方的地方有一个电信的那个基地台，那个地方就是刚刚我们去到的最高点。那在这个基地台下面呢，就是一个瀑布。那个瀑布的水会一直往下流。 那希望现在在建南计划当中呢，希望能够把这个水坝筑起来，让这个雨季的时候呢，能够把这个水留下来，在未来呢能够做灌溉使用，以及给这个孤儿院的饮水使用。
Project Cannon it's huge, but it has a huge vision for it.
Yeah.
And for Project Cannon to succeed, we need everybody to step in and do what they can to help. Water is one thing, but water will provide us with agriculture, with food, with fish, and we'll be able to use that to sell and to raise money here for the children that we're raising on Project Cannon. Currently we have 9 babies that are all under the age of 1. We have room for 40. So it's begun, but we also need to build other facilities for the children as well. There are thousands of kids out there that are in need, and in need of a safe environment where they can learn, where they can grow, and where they will then become a contributing member of society. Once they've gone through school, they'll be able to go back into their own communities and be able to assist others in their communities. But for all of this to happen, we need everybody's help, because this has just begun, and it's a huge vision. And so the water from the top to the bottom, that's one of the things that we do need to have, and we would appreciate anybody's help. Thank you.
We're rocking in here? Oh, great, you got me dancing. Yes. Peter, this is Michael Chen from Taiwan. He was at MCF last week.
Oh,
yes. So he knows who you are.
Yeah.
All right, shoes off, and let's go into the baby home. This is the El Roi baby home.
Yes.
And we welcome you to come and meet our babies.
Okay.
Let's go, Pitlin. Show them where to go. Your hair looks so good. Woo! You smell. Woo! You smell. You smell. But you're still very cute. Hi, Levi. This little baby's name is Emmanuel, and Emmanuel is almost 1 year old. He has his birthday coming up on July 17th. You can see he's very little. When he came to us 2 weeks ago, he weighed 6 kgs, so very small for 1 year old. Emmanuel's mother is 16 years old, and when we met her, she was pregnant with her 3rd child. She was 7 months pregnant with her 3rd child. The mother's HIV positive. The first child is living with someone else. This baby she couldn't care for anymore because she had nowhere to live. She'd been kicked out of her house. And this baby was very malnourished and very not doing well. So she went to the social welfare office and said, "Can you help me?" So we went and picked up Emmanuel, and he's doing very well. And when her baby comes in August, we will also get her newborn baby. So Emmanuel will have a little brother or sister coming in August, right? Right? And that's Emmanuel's story. This is Levi, and Levi's mother is a Swazi. She was raped in South Africa, and this baby, this beautiful boy, is the result of the rape. When she came home to Swaziland, she wanted to abort the child. The social worker convinced her to go through with the pregnancy and see if she would bond with the baby for a couple of months. So she kept the baby for a couple of months and then came to social welfare and said, "I can't do it, can you take the baby?" So Levi came to us a couple of months ago, and he's doing great. So who do you want to go see? This little baby, her name is Miriam, and she's our newest baby. On Tuesday of last week, we got a call from social welfare, and we went and heard the mother is very mentally ill, and the mother would go and leave this baby by herself for 1 week at a time. So the uncle would find the baby in very bad condition. So he reported this to social welfare. Social welfare called us and said, can you take this child? So we went and we met her, and we took her, and we immediately go to the Baylor Pediatric AIDS Clinic to have all of our babies tested for HIV. We got there, she tested negative, which was very good news because her mother is positive. But then she got very, very sick, just suddenly. Very high fever, very high heart rate, coughing. So we took her right to the hospital at that minute, and the doctor said she's very sick. She has, we took x-rays, and her chest was filled with pneumonia. And so we had to admit her to the hospital on Tuesday. And the hospitals here, you can't just leave a patient, you have to stay with them 24 hours a day because you're really the caregiver for that child. So we had someone do a day shift and someone go and do a night shift. And you have to bring your own chair to sit on as the mother. You bring your own food, you bring the sheets, you bring the diapers, you bring the formula, you bring everything to care for the baby. And then there's one nurse in the whole pediatric ward, and that nurse gives the antibiotics. So we were able to get her out on Friday. She's still a sick little girl, but she's going to do great. And she's going to be 1 year old on July 22nd. So she's going to have a birthday soon. Yes, you are. Smile for the camera. Smile for the camera. So this little guy's name is Joshua. And he was our very first baby. Our very first baby. And he was just this big. He was very little. His mom was very young, and she already had 5 children. Couldn't care for any of them. She was not mentally stable. And she wanted to, when she was pregnant with this one, she wanted to dump the baby. So when she knew when she was going to have him, that she planned on throwing him in the garbage. And so someone heard about this and called the social workers, and the social workers convinced the mother that if she didn't throw the baby away, that she would find the baby a place to live. So now Joshua lives here. He's our first little boy. And he's around, how old are you? You're 4 months? About 4 months old. And he's a very happy baby. And he's HIV negative as well.
Are you a happy baby?
Nope, it's not you. Nope, it's not you. It's not you. This is who we call her Queen Esther, don't we? We call you Queen Esther. And she's our second little baby that came in right after Joshua. Oops. Okay, let's smile for the camera, okay? Say hello, everybody in Taiwan. Can you say hello, Taiwan?
Esther.
Hello. So Esther is about 3 months old. Her mother was also very young. Wanted to abort the child. Didn't want to have the child. And somebody intervened and said, we have a place that the baby can go. So the mother gave birth, and Esther came to us when she was just a little itty bitty baby. Right? And I think you are stinky. I think so. I think she needs to be changed. Yes. Okay, can I pass this one over for a diaper change? Yeah. Stinky diaper, going away. There we go. Anna is our little chunky baby. She has a big chunky face. But when she was born, her mother gave birth in a pit latrine, or an outhouse, a toilet, an outside toilet. And the mother let the baby drop into the toilet. And she left. So Anna was supposed to die. But a neighbor was walking by and heard a noise and called the police. And they crawled down in the toilet and found her as a little 1-day-old baby. And she went to the hospital, and she had a lot of sickness from that. But she's doing great now, and she's eating well, and she's a happy baby, and we're very thankful to have Anna with us. Right? We have an expression, let sleeping babies sleep. But this little guy, his name is Jeremiah. When he was 1 week old, he was found in a bus stop in Maban. His umbilical cord was still attached, and he had a diaper on, but nothing else. So someone found him and took him to the hospital, and he was very small, and he came to us at the age of 1 week. He's now a month old, and he's doing well, he's eating well, his face is filling out, and he's going to be okay. This one is HIV positive, so we were disappointed to hear that, but we'll test him again when he's older, and it is possible that the mother's antibodies are what are registering on the testing, so maybe he will be negative by 18 months. We'll wait and see. Hi, so David, when he was 3 months old, his mother was very young. She was in 8th grade. Couldn't care for him and left him in a ditch on the side of the road. And someone found him and took him to the hospital. The hospital knew who he was because he had been born there. So they called the police, and the police went to arrest the mother because it's illegal to dump a baby. And they contacted the parents of the girl, and the parents said that they would come and pick the baby up. 1 month later, the baby was still in the hospital, and the parents never came. The girl has not been found. She's probably run to South Africa to hide so she doesn't go to jail. So when I went to the hospital one day, I discovered that he was still there. So we asked if we could bring him here rather than having him live in a hospital, that there's no one there to care for him. And so David has been with us for the last month. Right?
Right. Right. Happy baby. Are you happy?
Baby, yes you are. Smile. Say hi, Taiwan. Hi, Lions Club of Taiwan. Right now, we're using portable cribs like this, but we're having cribs made down at the Kafunza Center that will be double stacked. So we can have one baby up here, one baby down here, and they'll all look the same in here. And this home has room for 40 babies, 40. We have 9 now, so we still have room for more. And then when they get to be 2, Caleb's our oldest, so when he gets to be 2 years old, we want to move him into a toddler home. And the toddler home will be for 2-year-old to 5-year-old, and they'll sleep in small beds. And that's what we need to raise money for next. After water, we want to start raising money for the toddler home so that these little ones, so these little ones can move into where the big kids live, and then more babies can come in here. Should we get your ball? This is the living area, and we've designed it so that it's an open space so that the children can see the mothers or the aunties making food, cleaning diapers, and they're always a part of the family. Keep going. Oh, sorry.
Is it a PlayStation? What?
This is where the babies take naps, but if we have a sick baby, then the sick baby will sleep in here so they don't infect the other ones. When Caleb came to us, he was HIV positive, but he also had tuberculosis. So he had a bad cough. Cough, cough, cough. So he slept in here so that we weren't infecting the other babies during nighttime. Right? Oh, there's your smile. There's your smile.
Oh, buddy.
Mama.
I missed you.
All of this that you've seen it's all great, and we're very happy to have these babies, but without water, there's nothing we can do. We need water in order to grow crops. If we can't grow crops, we can't sell crops. If we can't sell crops, we don't have money to raise Caleb. We don't have money for his formula or his diapers. And so we really, really need help from the Lions Club of Taiwan. We are so thankful to have Michael Chen here and to come and tell our story back in Taiwan. But we really need help because none of this can happen without water. We can't build without water. We can't cook without water. There's nothing we can do without water. So we invite you to be a part of doing something really important for this tiny kingdom and something that will change the lives of hundreds of children, and we believe change the lives of the Kingdom of Swaziland. Thank you.
嗨，各位朋友，大家好。在我背后的地方，这一间建筑物呢，就是非洲之心在史瓦济兰的儿童之家 Baby Home。刚刚有看到，就是这个目前 Baby Home， 这就是儿童之家里面目前有收养9名的孤儿。这个孤儿呢，他们的大致上都在1岁，还有1岁以下几个月的小朋友。这些小朋友呢，都是被父母亲所遗弃还有就是不然就是父母亲已经死亡，有的父母亲是死于艾滋病。那这些孩子呢，就是透过当地的社工的一个介绍，所以被收容到这个非洲之心在这个迦南计划的一个 AOROT 这个孤儿院当中。那这个迦南计划呢，是一个非常大的一个计划它在这个地方有将近10平方公里的土地。那未来将近会收容将近1000名的一个孤儿在这个地方。那我们知道史瓦济兰呢，它在整个国家大概人口不到100万的人口当中，有将近20万名的孤儿。史瓦济兰是全世界艾滋病比例最高的一个国家，所以有很多成年人呢，他就是死于艾滋病，所以有产生很多的孤儿。那非洲之心的创办人 Jenny Maxwell 女士呢，她曾经3次的部分来到台湾那因为她的事迹也得到台湾的周大官全球热爱生命奖章。那我们在2010年的时候呢，Jenny 也到了台湾受奖。那今天我们这一次来看到这个迦南计划当中，我们想要了解一下，就是这个Jenny她的在这个史瓦济兰的一个长期的一个计划那我们看到的地方，你看一下这个整个后面的这个山区呢，这个整个都是迦南计划的一个土地那你可以看到，在这个远方的地方有那个房子的地方那个就是农场农场的那个仓库。那目前在未来在非洲之心呢，在这个迦南计划当中呢，将会种植非常大的农作物那为什么要种植这个农作物？主要的呢，就是能够让供应在未来孤儿院的孩子他的一个饮食。那另外呢也可以，如果这个农作物的农场经营的够好，可以把这个产品呢卖出去，能够让这个孤儿院呢能够自给自足那在这个但是要种植这个农作物呢，最重要就是水的部分。我们可以看得到，在这个地方现在是冬季的关系，所以你看到整个这个草呢，还有树木呢，非常的干枯，因为在这个地方的水呢是非常不容易。不过还好，在这个迦南计划当中，这个10平方公里当中呢，在这个非常远的一个这边的山头它有2座瀑布这个瀑布呢，它是如果说有雨水下来的时候，它这个瀑布的水呢非常的大所以目前的计划呢，就是在这个瀑布的这个上游，我们透过这个建筑这个水坝，把这个水呢把它拦截下来，然后透过大概8公里长的一个管线的传输，把它传送到这个农场这个附近的一个储水槽。那如果说能够做的这样的话，就是未来可以供应这个整个地区种植像咖啡、蔬菜，那还有就是甜豆等等的这些农作物能够提供给孤儿院的孩子的一个饮食。那另外呢，也希望能够把这个东西销售出去让这个整个孤儿院的营运呢能够没有后顾之忧。那所以我们看到这个地方非常非常大。那目前才刚开始目前收容9个孩子9个非常小的baby。那这个开始非常不容易，尤其在非洲做这样的事情呢更是不容易。那我们期待呢有这样的一个机会，能够把这个地方介绍给我们所有台湾的好朋友。那希望 能够有更多的台湾人能够知道这样的一个地方，那甚至呢，你能够伸出你的双手做奉献能够把这个地方呢能够慢慢的部分把它建设完成。那我们在10月份会举办一个 Walk for Water 为水而走，也就是希望能够在这个当地的水资源的部分能够帮助非洲之心在史瓦济兰这个地方的迦南计划。那我们期待这个 Walk for Water 为水走路这样的一个活动呢，能够让更多人的知道，也得到更多人的响应，甚至能够募到这个建筑这个水资源，在非洲之心在迦南计划建筑这个水资源的计划，我们希望能够很顺利的在这个水资源的这个方面呢，能够帮助这个地方能够让它早日完成这样的一个收养孤儿的这样的一个计划。那我们非常期待有更多的台湾人能够献出你的爱心来帮助这个地方。谢谢。